What if I told you that the boundaries of human potential could be rewritten, not over millennia of evolution, but in the blink of an eye? Forget waiting for nature to catch up. What if you could change your DNA right now? Literally become faster, stronger, smarter, or even grow wings? Sound like science fiction? Well, it might be closer to reality than you think. For decades, scientists have been peeling back the layers of our genetic code, learning to read, write, and even edit the blueprint of life itself. Technologies like CRISPR have already made headlines for curing genetic disorders. But let's push that envelope. What happens when humanity gains the power to edit its DNA whenever it pleases, no longer bound by natural selection or biological limits? Would we enter a golden age of limitless possibilities or unleash chaos? Let's break it down. DNA is essentially the instruction manual for how every cell in your body works. Want to boost muscle growth? Flip a genetic switch. Want immunity to every known disease? Insert a custom sequence. Want to glow in the dark just because it's cool? Well, you could probably do that too. This level of control would be like hacking the operating system of life. But here's the thing. With great power comes great, well, you know how that goes. The promise of self-modification sounds incredible, but what about the risks? Say you tweak your genes to get sharper vision. Who's to say that doesn't come at the cost of your hearing? Or worse, what if a simple upgrade goes haywire, creating dangerous mutations? Your body isn't a smartphone you can just reboot if something goes wrong. And don't get me started on the ethical dilemmas. If you could make your child taller, smarter, or more athletic, would you? And what happens to those who can't afford these upgrades? Suddenly, humanity isn't just divided by wealth or opportunity, it's literally divided by biology. But let's not forget the wild upside. Imagine eradicating genetic diseases like cystic fibrosis or Huntington's disease forever. The human body could become a fortress against aging, cancer, or even viruses. And while the ethical concerns are valid, isn't there something deeply poetic about taking control of our evolution, becoming not just survivors, but creators of our destiny? Here's where it gets crazy. With enough advances, DNA editing wouldn't just be about fixing problems. It could mean unlocking abilities we've never had before. Enhanced brain capacity could make the average person a genius. DNA sequences borrowed from the animal kingdom could give humans night vision like an owl, or the regenerative abilities of a starfish. Heck, we could even tweak our DNA to survive in space, making Mars colonies a lot more plausible. The phrase survival of the fittest could take on an entirely new meaning when we're deciding what fittest actually means. Now, let's talk about the elephant, or maybe the Jurassic Park dinosaur in the room. Unintended consequences. In 2018, a Chinese scientist edited the DNA of twin girls to make them resistant to HIV. It was a groundbreaking moment, but it was also a Pandora's box. The scientific community was outraged, not because the experiment failed, but because it succeeded. The door to designer babies swung wide open. Once that kind of technology is out there, how do you regulate it? Who decides what's ethical? And if rogue scientists or governments start experimenting on people, are we looking at the dawn of superhumans or a real-life Frankenstein scenario? Here's where things take a dark turn. If DNA editing becomes mainstream, it's not hard to imagine a world where corporations or governments control access to premium genes. Need the stamina of an Olympic athlete? Sure. Just sign a lifetime contract with a tech company and pay a monthly subscription for your enhancements. It's like the worst Black Mirror episode you've ever seen, but with real consequences. And let's not even think about weaponizing genetic modifications. A super soldier arms race? Yeah, no thanks. But wait, there's hope. Advances in technology often come with growing pains, but they also bring humanity together in unexpected ways. Remember how people once feared the internet? Now it connects billions and drives innovation at every level. What if DNA editing, for all its dangers, could be humanity's ultimate tool for unity? Imagine global initiatives to enhance crops, purify water, or even repair damaged ecosystems, all powered by our newfound genetic mastery. If used responsibly, this could be our chance to solve problems we once thought insurmountable. So, what's the final verdict? Could we handle the power to alter our DNA at will, or would it tear society apart? Honestly, it's hard to say. History shows us that humans are incredibly resourceful, but also dangerously unpredictable. The The choice will ultimately come down to how we wield this power. As architects of a better future, or as gamblers in a high-stakes genetic casino. If you made it this far, it means you're as fascinated by these possibilities as I am. Do you think humanity could rise to the challenge, or are we playing with fire? Let me know in the comments. And while you're here, don't forget to subscribe. I've got more mind-bending what-if scenarios coming your way, and you won't want to miss them.